Tagliarino here. Today I'd like to talk about interval studies, and these are covered in my book, Interval Studies and Lead Guitar Technique. Today I'd like to talk about the first interval study that people normally learn, and that is diatonic thirds in the major scale. And that is Unit 12 in this book. I first started working on interval studies when I was a student at GIT back in 1984. It's called Musicians Institute now. And my teachers at the time, in particular, two of them were really inspiring performers, Don Mock and Joe DiOrio. Whenever they played a concert, they would sort of hit the plane of inspired performance within about 5 or 10 minutes of starting the show. And they practiced interval studies a lot. And so I thought I would include that in my practice. They help you memorize scale shapes and learn how to find your way through them from any note and to any other note. And they're also good for your ear, and they help you to have better improvisational skills. So let's jump right in. The first one I'd like to play is in D major, pattern 1. So that's with the root on the 5th string, on the 5th fret. And the other root in pattern 1 is on the 2nd string, this scale here. Make sure you're ready to play that. So let's start right in with the thirds. You're going to play the root, and then you're going to skip the second note of the scale. So that means you're just going from 1 to 3. So that's on the 4th fret of string 4. And then you're going to start the same type of pattern on the second note. So you have from 1 to 3, and then 2 to 4, and then 3 to 5. And then, so that's F sharp to A on strings 4 and 3. And then you have 4 to 6. That's G on the 5th fret of string 4. To B on the 4th fret of string 3. So that was 4 to 6. Now we have 5 to 7, right? So we're doing all odd and even numbers every time, right? So now we have 5 to 7. And for that, we'll just roll on the 2nd fret from string 3 to 2. And then from 6 to 8, that's B to D, and that's the root up there. Now, in order to keep this even, we're going to go beyond the root by 1 note. So that'll be 7 to 9 on the 2nd string. So that is the 2nd fret of string 2, C sharp, to E, and then back down to the root. So that means if you start on a downbeat, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You will have a phrase, sort of. We want to train our phrasing instincts. You'll have a phrase that ends on beat 4. So that gives you time to leave a little space, and recover. And then we'll come back down starting on the high D. So we're going to go 8, 6, 7, 5, 6, 4, 5, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1. And then the same thing will happen. We're going to encircle the root. 2, 7, 1. So let's do that together. And I would like you to not count, but name the scale degrees aloud with me. And you only have to name the first one in each group. So basically, you're just counting up to 8. Right? You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then go down and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I also have a little D major backing track here. I've got it set at 70 beats a minute right now. So let's play the exercise first and quarter notes, so that's just one note per beat like this. We're going to copy that rhythm right there. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now how about the 8 notes? 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And well, let's try it in 16th notes too. 2, 3, and 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, because of the way 16th notes work out, this is 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and. So if we wanted to stop on the downbeat of 4, say, we would start at 2 16th notes earlier on the and of 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 E and a 4 and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Do that again. 3 and 4. 4, 1. Now you might also want that to end right on the 1, in which case you would start it on the and of 1, right? Let me do that. 2, 3, 4, 1 and a 2 E and a 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Now ideally you want to be able to control particularly which beat it's going to finish on. All right, that's the basic exercise for now, diatonic thirds in pattern 1. Now eventually you want to work these out in the other patterns, right? All the way up the neck. And we'll also work on the other intervals like fourths and fifths in a future video. And before I forget, I would like to ask if you got anything out of this today, please subscribe to my channel and click the like button if you can. That'll really help me. And if you have any comments, I would really appreciate you making those. If you have questions, I'll try to answer them. And on my way out, I'm just going to try to break this up and play the thirds and mix them in with normal phrasing, which is the ultimate goal of this, is that you want to have them come out naturally in the long run. So you mix it with some rhythmic ideas, some repetition, and I'm going to try that right now, although it's still going to be just over this one chord. I'll move the tempo up. Yeah. And right, that's good enough for today. I really appreciate you hanging with me, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.